Let's go. Welcome to Paw John's Homesteading channel. Glad you can make it today. Got a week full of chores coming up here, fence work. Got some issues with my goats rubbing on the fence. It's that time of year, it's warming up a little bit, bugs are starting to get active, and it makes them want to scratch, and they're also starting to shed with the temperature variations. So I'm gonna do this cheap as I can. I'm gonna show you how to make these standoffs, save you a little bit of money, put it back in your pocket, and give you a cheap alternative to running your temporary paddocks with some fiberglass rods. I'll be fabricating some of those today. So hang on to your hat and let's go. And installing these is simple. There's 2 holes we drilled at the end. It's going to take the wire that's going to hold it to the post. You want to make sure this slot is facing up. What's going to happen is when we pull that wire, the wire is actually going to lay in the top of that. This is all you need here to secure it. Spool off a little wire. Run it through the end here. I'm going to take you over here. I'm going to show you how to tie that. And make sure the slide is up. Okay, we're gonna show that to you again. All right, this is the way I figured out how to do it last time. So make sure your slot's up. Get you a piece of wire. This piece of wire on each side is twice as long as this. I go up under the fence wire that I want to use and up over the top here of this one. So we're going to do the same thing in reverse here. Up under that one, come through and over the top of the wire on the other side. Pull these tight. Stand them up. If you can use one of these, it's always better. Go as flat as you can to the post. Pull it tight. Cross under. Bring the wire to the top. Take the wire, spin it on top, and if you need to get it tighter, use your pliers. Just don't go too tight or it'll break. Tighten it up a little bit, and it'll come up a little bit, but it don't go down. Get these a little tighter. And you can trim off this excess, or you can fold it back to the wire. That way if we need to adjust it or take this off, we can at a later time. And this will hold the wire from falling down. It'll pop up a little bit, but it'll hold it from going down. So, all right. On my fence here, I don't go every post. I go every other post because the wire is not that heavy, and all you need is just a guide. So on this one, this is a wood post. I did the same way, with the exception that I only used this intersection here of this page wire. And what I did is I did the same thing, went under one side, over the other, under one side, over the other, pulled it, went around the pipe, and tied it at the front. So now this is loose. So I'm going to secure this, then I'm going to wrap it again, and I'm going to secure it at the bottom, and this will sturdy it up. Just a couple of extra steps. Just to keep these from pulling back, tie these off so that this wire rides. It goes right around this post. Securing these are really simple. I want to secure the wire to the standoffs, and it's a small piece of wire, maybe about 6 inches or so long. Show you real quick. Like a hook in it. Come over here and I'll show you. Make a small hook like so. Slide it inside, turn it, pull it. Pull it back, and you're hooking this wire on the inside. Once this is back, pull it out. Just take this, put it over the sides, make a loop. Take this, make a little loop. And it's just that simple. And this wire won't hop up out of the standoff. So I'm going to go around and do all these here, and then I'll pull it down at the other end, and we'll be done with this one task. Gonna pull the wire tight, but before I do that, I'm gonna lay my wire here in the holder. Go ahead and clip it. Now I'm going to pull this hot wire. Now, this right here is an end piece, and you can tie this to anything, and you don't have to worry about. You can leave this open where it's not grounded. If I connected this to this wire back here, it would be grounded. So this is an insulator, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to pull this wire. Pull the wire first. I can tie this wire. This wire will be the hot wire. And what this does is this insulator tied back to this wire is going to hold it. Forms a triangle here, and this will keep this standoff standing out away from the wire, because I couldn't put it straight to the post. So that's it there. All right, folks, these posts, these work well to run this fence. These things are about $1/4 a piece. So these fiberglass rods are about $2 a piece. Sometimes you catch them on sale a little bit cheaper. And if you see they've got 5 holes in it, if you do the math on that, that's $1.25 a post that you would be adding to the cost of a metal post, which is, I think they're running about $6, $7 a piece, maybe even more. So this ought to save you a little bit of money. It's really simple. I'm going to show you how to tie it. I'm just going to go down the line here. Spacing on this wire is not that important. Once your animals learn your boundaries, they respect the wire, you pretty much cut your wire and cut your power off. Any dips that you have, what you want to do is add a couple of extra posts to either pull the wire down or keep the wire above the contour of the land. Generally 12, 15 feet is fine on your distance. It's just something to hold this wire up off the ground. And let's get to it. I have all these marked about 6 inches. I have all these measured out, of course, what you saw in the video. I'll drive them down to this line with a dead blow hammer. Just stand them in the ground and bump them down, and we'll secure the wire to this, and we'll be done with this part. For fastening the wire to the post, all you're going to need is just a piece of wire about 6 to 8 inches long. It didn't cost anything for that, really. You can sit down and cut these out, as many as you need. I'm running 5 strands on this, so I'll cut 5 to each post, but right now I'm just going to secure this for this video to show you how it's done. And my fasteners are cut, ready to move on. Come on, I'll show you how to do it. These fasteners are really simple. Just find your hole to the strand that you're going to use. This is my top strand. I'm going to use the top hole here. Hold your wire above this wire. Fold them out under that wire, just like so. Just go straight back over it. And if you take this and tie it, that will hold your wire up. And don't worry about these leaders, just face them down. And I'm going to go down through here and do the rest of these. Really simple. The last tip on this electric fence paddock is building your gate. You can spend a couple $100 on gates to go across your openings, or build your own and spend some money, or you could use the little pull spring latches. And you're talking about, you know, if you've got 5 strands there, you just have to use 5. So real quick, easy solution. Piece of PVC pipe, needs to be a thick wall PVC pipe. Drill your holes the same height as your fence. Leave it a little bit longer at the top, about the size of your fence post, and just run your wire from one post to this, and then secure this to that post. I'll show you how to do that. And there's the gate. It's just a pull gate. Got to catch it at the bottom, catch it at the top, lift this up, pull this up, and you can move this fence out of the way. And that's it. Where's the wires? Unhook your hot wire when you're working with this. When you're done making your gates, make sure to go ahead and mark them so that you or kids or pets or livestock can get a visual on where the boundaries are. It's important when you first start out, when you first turn the animals out in it, so that they can learn what the boundaries are. After that, you can take them down unless you want to keep them up. You really need to keep something on there to keep folks from walking into it, especially as hard it is to see. If you notice, this is a different color than what I put on the fence. This here will indicate the gates, where the gates are located. That way if someone doesn't know they're over here, they can find the gates without a problem. The main purpose of flagging your wire is just to give your livestock a visual of where your boundaries are so that they learn. Once they learn, this doesn't matter too much. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you next time.